feels like. Really happy for our team. It's hard fought battle. Proud of the way our kids responded. I thought from the jump we just came out with a sense of urgency, just defensively on the glass. We did a better job executing, taking care of the basketball, and then despite foul trouble, despite CP going out or whatever the situation was, I just thought we had kids step up, ready to play, made huge contributions for us. So just really proud of our kids' efforts. Good way to start what's going to be a tough weekend.
You get career number 250. I know volleyball coach Mary Wise at Florida said 500 feels like another one, but does 250 feel any different than any other win?
No, it just feels good after a win. So, my number of wins pales in comparison to Coach Ensel, who is on the other sideline. So mine's kind of petty cash, so to say, compared to what he's done. So no, but the last win's the sweetest win. So just really proud of our kids for getting this one.
How many times did you want to give them 2 offensive rebounds in the game in your career? That's pretty impressive stat.
Honestly, yeah, actually hadn't even seen that. I knew that we had. I looked at ours. I knew we had 11-0 boards and knew we dominated the glass, but actually didn't even see that we only had given up two. Hadn't had a chance really to look at it yet. So it was certainly a point of emphasis. I mean, I think watching them play, and I think they're relentless just in how hard they play, and 50-50 balls, getting after the glass. But to be honest, I feel like the other couple games that we lost in conference, if you look at New Mexico State, if you look at the Liberty game and the La Tech game, I mean, our downfall was rebounding. And I would have loved to have known if we would have done a better job on the boards, could we have changed the outcome? I really believe that. That's kind of what we've been preaching. And, when we rebound, we've won a lot of games. So it's certainly been a point of emphasis.
You kind of talk about that stretch coming out, starting tonight, playing the three teams heading to standings the next 4 games. Great to get a win here, game one. How do you kind of propel that into the next 3?
Yeah, I mean, every time you get a win after you're coming off a tough loss, you're thinking like, all right, we need to get some confidence and get some momentum heading into the next one. But honestly, we just have to look at it one game at a time. But I do think mentally it was really good for our kids just to understand that if we play with a sense of urgency and really lock in on things that we think can help us be successful, that's the result you can get. And so, one game at a time. I feel like the whole rest of the way is a gauntlet. So, they all count the same amount. We just have to take care of one at a time, and hopefully build on this. I thought we had some really, really good things happen tonight. We were able to cut our turnovers down. Our bench was outstanding. We had different people step up, and we had much better offensive execution tonight. Defensively, really didn't have many lapses in the scouting report, in terms of how we needed to guard things and things like that. So I think there were a lot of really good positives to take from this that I know we're capable of. We've just been inconsistent with it. And if we're going to be inconsistent, you're not going to get the result we want. So hopefully we've learned our lessons, and we'll keep battling and keep fighting and trying to just keep digging out as many wins as we can.
Super efficient night for Cayman too. I think you talked about the last 2 weeks, and she mentioned too, just in practice, how they're guarding her. I thought she did a good job of that today.
Yeah, I think she was really efficient. I mean, just outstanding. To go 8 for 11. I just thought she did a much better job. It's been a point of emphasis, a point of focus, just watching a lot of film with her, and then just trying to talk through things. She's the focal point of everybody's scouting report, and they just make it hard for her even to get the ball. So just to be as efficient as she was, just because you're not getting a lot of touches, you're having to work for everything you get. I thought she did a great job slowing down, reading some things. She set a great screen for us that got Kendall that wide open backdoor layup, which was huge. So just talking about different things that can help her be more efficient, but then also help her teammates too. And I thought it was a huge step in the right direction. She was a big time gamer tonight.
Can you talk about her dual 2-1? How you've seen her grow into what is now her rightful leadership position, and where does this on-court She-Hulk attitude come from instead of being sweet Cayman?
Yeah, I think Cayman's always had that. I think, but the more confident she's gotten over the years, the more you see that come out. And so, we're kind of used to it at this point. I think early on, she was probably a little bit nicer and didn't come across quite as competitive because she wants to do everything right. She wants to please. So now that she's kind of figured out what she needs to do to be successful, I think she's always had it in her. I mean, you're not the kind of um, player she is in high school without that kind of that fire and that competitiveness. And I just think the more and more confidence that she's built since she's been here, you see it come out and really kind of come into her own.
Macy James has been just a pest defensively for you guys this year. I lost track of the amount of kickballs she had tonight, but what have you seen from her and just how she's staying on?
Yeah, I mean, she's a difference maker for us on the defensive end of the floor. I mean, I feel like that's a weapon that we have and we've got to continue to use. And I felt like that could be a huge key in tonight's game. I think it is in every game, but just her ability to wreak havoc out there. When a point guard's bringing it over half court and just not be able to hopefully, defensively we want to try and take them out of what they want to do, but also just make them uncomfortable. And there's no question that I think the people she goes up against are a little bit uncomfortable. And so I think that really sets a tone for us. At the top, it helps Laney inside she's able to protect the rim. I think gives more confidence, to our wings as we're able to get out in pressure and things like that. So, I mean, she's been outstanding. I mean, there's nobody else I'd rather have in this league on the defensive end of the floor than that kid.
You brought up Laney. She was in foul trouble again tonight. Maisha stepped up and had 8 rebounds. What did you like about that and what impressed you there?
I mean, I just think Maisha is so reliable. I think she's been so reliable all year, which is hard to do as a freshman. It's really hard to do as a freshman. And then Laney gets in foul trouble. Sometimes we tag team with them, and then sometimes we're playing double big. So I think the biggest thing that it took away from maybe our game plan was the ability to play double bigs. So we were a little bit more limited with that until the end of the game. But just I trust her with the ball in her hands. She facilitates a lot for us. She brings a sense of calm out there to our offense, to be honest. And I think she's just been outstanding. Just continues to get better and better. And sometimes you think about it just on the offensive end of the floor. Like I thought she was great defensively for us tonight too.
On that freshman note, 1 point in the fourth quarter, you had the most minutes in this class. You talked about how much you love this class. It seems going to be blossoming. Kendall has that big game on the road. Maisha's been so consistent. Audrey, great tonight. Is this what you expected from them? Is this kind of a nice surprise this one season?
No, I mean, I put them out there thinking that's what they can do. I think that we see it every day in practice, but, when you put a uniform on, you're playing in a big game in front of fans and things like that. Sometimes you have a little bit of slippage, but I thought they did a great job following the scouting report, which has been progress. They had a lot of confidence on offense. They just go out there and they compete, and I think they're not scared. They compete. It's kind of interesting. You look at both our teams. We both had a lot of young kids out on the floor tonight, and so, it's they got thrown to the fire, but I felt like they were a class that could come in and impact us, and just pleased to see that they've also had that mentality to not just sit back and wait, but to be able to take advantage of the opportunities that are ahead of them.
You guys had to work around not having Katie Polly for most of the game. Is there an update there?
Not yet. I mean, I actually didn't even see it happen in the game. I thought it was her knee at first, but went down on her ankle. So we'll have more information in the morning. Don't really have any right now. So hopefully maybe it's just a badly sprained ankle, but I don't know right now, but it is her ankle. So.
And Angel Scott came in, attempted a couple threes today. What's the story with her? We haven't seen her a lot.
Yeah, I think Angel's somebody that's been in our program for 3 years. She is so reliable every day. I mean, I know that she hasn't. You guys probably haven't seen her a lot. She hasn't gotten a ton of minutes. She's just been willing to do whatever our team needs. But she's somebody, she knows exactly what's going on. She's got a great basketball mind, offensively, defensively, in practice. We'll throw her in at different positions just to, where we might need her in different ways, whether it be scout team, whether it be different looks. She's just somebody that I really trust in terms of if she's called on, I know that she knows the game plan. She knows how we're supposed to defend. She knows where you're supposed to be on offense. And with CP going out, I felt like it was an opportunity there before the quarter that I felt like we needed to buy some minutes for Kamen. and she got two great looks. I thought they were both going down, to be honest. I would have loved nothing more, not necessarily just for us, but for her. Um, but she always stays ready. She always stays ready. I mean, I never have to say anything to her, and she's not playing minutes. She and Kiki are getting a great workout in. So there's never a doubt in my mind that if we need her to step in for us, that she'll be ready to go. And so I thought, even though it wasn't a ton of minutes, um, I mean, she guarded for us. She got us some good looks. I mean, she's reliable. I trust her.
Yeah, just on 250, I know that was you don't make too much of it. It looks like you got the Gatorade bath with it. When it comes to coaching, is that kind of the biggest part of this? Just the personal, I would say, accomplishment of seeing your team want to celebrate you. It's easy to kind of push that record, but how special is that to you to know you're making an impact on them that way?
Well, I hope I am. I think they probably get tired of hearing me talk sometimes, but I think what we certainly try to do is, there's a lot of life lessons that you learn through sport, and I'm a huge believer in that, and love every single one of our kids, and the commitment they make. And so this is more a result of what they've done, what they've done for me, not really what I've done for them. So just appreciate that it was water instead of Gatorade. Let's say that.